Hello, Vinyl Community. This is Tommy in North Carolina, and I wanted to share with you guys some recent acquisitions that have come my way since the last video I posted with the big auction lot. This was not going to be quite as long or quite as many, but just wanted to share with you guys some of the new stuff I got. The first thing is this, the new Jack White album, Boarding House Reach. This is the Vault edition. For those of you who don't know what the Vault is, it is Jack White's sort of exclusive label or fan club label. Came on this special dark blue. I think you can see that blue ash in there. There is a single. I'm not going to pull all of it out, but a single, some extra goodies, and of course the cover is different from the standard release with the photo of Jack, or the photo of the man, woman, the androgynous person on the front cover. This is more of a photo of Jack's face. But this is the new Jack White record. I know there's been a lot of mixed feelings about it. It's a little bit different. I like it. I actually enjoy listening to it. But it is different for what we're used to from Jack. Now, another one is one I picked up recently from Harvest Records, one of my favorite local shops. Really great prices, great selection. And this is one I've never seen in the wild, and this is Judy Szilard's Heart Food. The jacket, as you can see on the bottom here, it's got some wear and tear. Not in the best shape, but the record is nice and clean and beautiful. Really, really nice find to get this. It's a great record. I know Intervention Records has re-released these, and they cost a lot of money. I got it for a good price, and I'll just leave it there. But really, really stoked to get a Judy Szilard record. And I had a coupon at Barnes & Noble, and decided to utilize that coupon, and I picked up the recent remaster reissue of Master of Puppets by Metallica. I think this is the quintessential Metallica record. This is one that you could probably put in a time capsule and label it heavy metal. I think it gives a pretty good overview. This is the album they did, the last album they did with bassist Cliff Burton over there. And like I said, this is the recent one that came out in 2017, Obey Your Remaster. This is the one that was cut by Chris Bellman on both sides. I listened to it last night, and it is a really, really good sounding record. Like anything Chris Bellman does, this is definitely a keeper, a good sounding version. I'll probably pick up quite a few of those earlier Metallica records, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, which to me, Ride the Lightning never was a great sounding record. James's vocals are all drenched in a lot of reverb, but I dig those Metallica records. I kind of grew up listening to those. It's about as heavy as I ever got, as far as hard music or heavy music. And so I think Master of Puppets is probably the best example of that. And Justice for All is supposed to be getting the treatment too. So hopefully they'll use Bellman and do that. So this morning, my wife and I were out and about and taking care of some business, and we like to pop into the Goodwill. And Goodwills around here are really tough because a lot of times the stuff gets picked over. We've got so many great record stores. I think a lot of stuff ends up there first because I think people can probably get a few bucks for what they've got. But this morning, I scored a pretty significant score. They had a lot of stuff. I actually had twice the stack that I walked away with, but I put some back just because the condition just wasn't where I really wanted it to be. Even at a buck a piece, it still was like, you know what, I can pass on these for a buck. But here's what I did pick up, and I'll go through them kind of quickly. Don Randy, the love theme from Romeo and Juliet. I know Don Randy from his work with the Wrecking Crew, and this is a green Capitol label. I haven't cleaned these yet, so if you see spots, there's a helicopter flying overhead. I guess you can hear that. But yeah, Don Randy, the love theme, plays the love theme from Romeo and Juliet. Looked like an interesting record. Wynton Marsalis. This is Trumpet Concertos. This looks like, it says debut recording. Really, really clean shape on CBS Masterworks. I met Winton a few years ago at the Wichita Jazz Festival back when I was in college. And, yeah, it's, classical music, good stuff. Look at very young Winton there. But it was in clean condition, so I grabbed it. Same thing here. This is Wynton Marsalis Baroque music for trumpets. So, also on the CBS Masterworks. So, yeah. Also in very, very clean shape. So, grab that. Tom Jones, Help Yourself. I don't have any Tom Jones in my collection. And there were a couple of Tom Jones records in this stack. And on the Parrot label, it's really, really clean. Looks good. The jacket, it's okay. But I'll give it a shot for $1. Why not? Same thing here with This is Tom Jones. So, it's got his version of Hey Jude, Wichita Lineman. Tom Jones fans, you guys can comment. Let me know what to expect on these. But I mean, they were just really clean and look like they're going to play really well. And so, for a thrift store find, I felt good about it. The Clancy Brothers and Tommy Makem, Irish folk music. I'm guessing from what I know. I don't have any of their records either. But again, this is on the Tradition label. But looks like it's in really great shape, and so I just couldn't pass that up. Not at a thrift store. So, Clancy Brothers and Tom Makem. Earl Scruggs, Lester Flatt and Scruggs, Greatest Hits. Again, really, really nice shape. Columbia. But, Flatt and Scruggs, great bluegrass country pickers. This one's probably a terrible record, but it's in great shape again. Burt Bacharach, Futures, probably not worth the $1 I paid for it. But, I like Burt Bacharach. Looks like he's been working out there. Looking rather dark, tan, handsome. And riding on a skylift. I don't know what's going on there. But there it is. So, Burt Bacharach, give it a spin. So the one that caught my eye, the final record, and as I was standing there with my wife, I just kind of glanced over at the little rack of records there, and this was on the end, and my wife thought I was going to have a heart attack. Roger Nichols and the Small Circle of Friends. This is an album I've got on CD, but I saw this sitting over there. This is a stereo. There's a little tear right there, but the jacket looks really, really nice. And of course, the LP, it's got the original. The jacket and the LP look really great. I'm going to clean this puppy up and play it. But this is just one of those records that I'm sure nobody knew what it was and kept overlooking it, and it's mine now. But really, really nice shape, and stoked to get this. But the Roger Nichols Small Circle of Friends A&M album. And so that was my big score. As I alluded to on the Facebook post that I did earlier, it's not a Naz Nomad score by any means. That guy seems to really, really find great stuff. Go to any of his videos and look at some of his thrift store finds. He is just all over it, and he always manages to find really, really good stuff. But I've been really, I feel like I've been blessed at my local Goodwill, because I got that, the Roger Nichols, and I also got the Mono Dave Brubeck from the same one. So those two records alone make it worth flipping through there. And I left a few things back there just because, even at $1, there was a Jackson Browne. There was a Johnny Cash LP, a later Johnny Cash Greatest Hits LP. that just looked like they had some marks and scuffs and scratches that I decided to pass on them. Who knows? I may go back next week and they'll still be there, and I may grab them. But for now, you get stoked when you find that really big one. But going through everything, a stack of 9 records. And like I said, they're not all Grand Slam home run records. I know that, but I feel like the Roger Nichols makes up for it. So that's it. Like, subscribe, comment, share. I am going to, for those that watched my other channel, Daily Records, there's a link in my description box up above. Click on it. I do a different record every day. There were a couple of mistakes that I got called out on. Emmylou Harris, Blue Kentucky Girl. It was really just my mouth getting ahead of my brain, and some misinformation came out. And I'm going to do some corrections to that because I feel like if I'm going to do those kinds of videos, they need to have correct information. I'm a stickler for that. I think it's important. I can't stand misinformation. And so I'm going to go back and do an addendum to those videos. So if you commented or like those videos or anything like that, it's the Emmylou Harris and Genesis Selling England by the Pound. What I think I'm going to do is just kind of cut in at the end, announce the correction, and go from there. But either way, we'll see what'll happen. But I should have those up tonight. But I do a different video every day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks to all the new friends and people that have reached out and interacted with me on here. It's really, really cool. I've really been happy to get to know all of you and continue to do so. If you know anybody, I'm trying to get to 365 subscribers by the end of April, Record Store Day. I'm right there at it if I'm not there right now, but help me get there. If you know anybody that needs to subscribe to my channel, please point them in my direction. That'd be really cool if I get to 365. That would mean I've got a new subscriber every day for a year. That's kind of fun. I like that. But I'm not doing it for the subscribers or anything like that. It's fun, and so that's the reason why. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys again later on. And thanks for watching, and see you soon.